Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with the new video. Please make sure you start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button, which is located right below this video. And if you're watching the Scorpion Show for the first time, I hope that you click that subscribe button before the end of this video. Come on, yo! You know, let me tell you, I don't even feel like recording today. I was so ready to tell you, let's
but
do
you be
this
the main
tomorrow.
one talking no, we can't, let's do nothing tomorrow. You're not going to fuck up my schedule because you having a bad day.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day.
Okay, let's get this party started.
You know, shit,
I got things to do tomorrow.
I'm just, you know.
No, I don't know. Tell us. We want to know.
I mean,
what's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. I mean, let me tell you something. Okay?
Yeah, tell me.
I ain't had no sleep.
Why? What happened?
I've been up on, cause you know I caught myself doing the you know, watching the BET Awards and everything, and I had drank a Red Bull. It's not even a Red Bull. It's called an Atomic Bomb or some shit I drank.
Why'd you drink that?
I was up all night.
And you wanted to go to sleep.
And I wanted to go to sleep and I couldn't. I ended up watching Serena Williams match. I was mad that Serena Williams lost today. But, you know, she was on a 34-match winning streak, the longest winning streak of her career. She lost that one with them. But it's all right. I'm not mad. It was a good match. But I just couldn't sleep. And then I've been watching the Trayvon Martin trial, the George Zimmerman trial. Like, that shit is, like, taking up my time. And I got better things to watch and better things to do. But I'm just trying to make sure that I don't miss nothing. I don't know why I'm so intrigued by this trial. And it's been bothering me. Like, yesterday, I was really feeling some kind of way. Come on.
What?
Computer making noise and stuff.
Oh, I was about to say all I'm doing is rubbing my leg.
Oh. Yeah, I was just worried. You know, I just feel real worried about this trial. I don't know how it's going to go, but I just got a feeling, like, this eerie feeling is not going to go the way we all think it should go. And, you know, I really hope that the prosecution really do their motherfucking job, so this way the jury cannot have reasonable doubt and, you know, George Zimmerman will be found not guilty. Because, you know, I just really need them to do their job. And George Zimmerman does have some inconsistencies with stuff, but I don't even want to talk about all of that because I'm going to have all the actual factuals. Like, I was looking at videos on YouTube all weekend of what George Zimmerman was saying and what didn't add up and what added up. It's just so much. Like, I'm really ready to stop watching it. But I can't stop watching it because I'm intrigued by it. Then Down West Daughters posted that fucking picture on Instagram on Friday. That really set me off. Because it's like, your father is working for a very high case right now, murder trial. And for you to tweet a picture saying, Dad killed it, Zimmerman defense, and we beat stupidity, so we getting cones. Like, that's some insensitive shit to say when your father's working on a murder trial. And I'm glad that so many people got her ass together on Twitter. You know, I don't know how you felt about it. Yeah.
I saw the picture and I just let it go. I mean,
you can't let something
you
like
can
that
let it go because it didn't bother me one bit. I mean, you expect people to be ignorant, and so therefore you can't get shocked when they're being ignorant. I mean,
I wasn't expecting nobody to be that damn ignorant.
Well, I mean, you have to expect,
work on a case like that.
Well, let me finish this.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, you have people out there who are going to say ignorant things throughout this whole entire case. This whole entire case, you're going to have people saying all types of ignorant stuff. Whether it's for Trayvon or against Trayvon, you're going to have people saying stuff. And I agree, his daughter should have never posted that picture. But she did, and people got her together, and now I heard that she deleted her Instagram.
Yeah, she deleted everything.
Because so many people got her together. But I mean, it's like, it was bound to happen. Somebody was bound to do something stupid like that. And it just so happens that it was Don West's daughter, you know? I mean, of course you would expect her to know a little bit better, but
a whole lot better.
I didn't really give
that it made me mad. Because it's like, all she did was confirm what they're really thinking about her.
Yeah, but I mean, but hold on. Hold on now, because it ain't just them. There's a lot of people who think that Rachel Gendel is not the brightest cookie. I mean, y'all even said. So I mean, it's not like she said anything that was mind-boggling, shocking. She just said it, and we didn't expect her to say it because of who her father is. That's all it is. Because at the end of the day, what she said is what so many other people, including black people, are saying about Rachel Gendel, is that she's not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Still not.
So I think the only reason why a lot of people got upset with her is because her father is the defense lawyer for.
I don't think you should be
George Zimmerman. No, I agree with you. I don't think any of the lawyers, whether the defense or prosecution, I don't think any of their children or family members should get on social media and do stuff like that. But at the end of the day, what did his daughter say that the rest of the public isn't already saying? That the rest of the public thinks that Rachel is not smart.
Sometimes you would just what's the right word I'm trying to say? It's common courtesy not to do something stupid like that, or common sense.
Yeah, she should know better because her father is a big lawyer and then has this big case.
Then the father tried to apologize to him, tell this long fucking story about how
he probably didn't know that his daughter was going to post that.
No, he didn't. No.
See, so I didn't get upset. See, that's why I didn't say much about it. I didn't say much about it because I figured he probably doesn't even know that his daughter even posted that picture and left that caption under that picture. So I couldn't get upset with him. And the only thing I really was angry about his daughter was that the simple fact that your father is a lawyer for this big case and you should know better. But other than that, the caption was something I didn't get upset about because I was like, well, so many people are calling her stupid. How can the ones who call her stupid get upset for her and her for calling her stupid? When that's like...
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but you know what? That bitch, she should have known better. And I hope
that's the only thing she did. But see, that's the only to me. I can't speak for anybody. But I'm saying to me, I think that's the only thing she did wrong was post that picture and leave that caption under it. Other than that, I wasn't upset by the caption because I was like, hey.
First of all, I wasn't even mad at the picture until I got into the caption. Then I had to make sure it was real. Because you know how
I know, because you tweeted it.
It's real. Because people will get people together on Photoshop and on Instagram. Like they like to do stuff like that, but you know, I just been bothered by this whole thing, and I really can't wait until it's over. I need to stop looking at it. I mean, and then Frank Taffy's acting so stupid on TV. He argued with all the black women.
Oh my God,
he only argues with
I don't even watch man.
He's so racist.
He's so
ignorant.
And he's bigoted. That's what he is. It's not even racist. He's bigoted. I would call him a bigot. That's what he is. He's a bigot, and he's one of those bigots where he knows just what to say without going too far. Mm-hmm. You ever notice those bigots who they won't go they won't take that extra step in the street because they know they can say just so much that they can get away with it. Like, come on, why would he say, oh, she said she was getting her hair did and what else did he say? He just, first of all, Frank Taffy speaks as if he was standing right there when George and Trayvon Martin got there. He talks like he was there. Like,
that's what I was
like he was actually there. Like, sometimes you start like, damn, was he actually there? That's how he speaks. Like,
that's what I said on Friday. I was like, was he there for that?
He talked, I don't even watch him anymore.
I was watching it on Friday. Him and Rolanda was going at it on HLN.
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, it got me so upset because they wasn't getting him together like they should have.
They scared to get him together.
Yeah, they scared to get him together. They scared to
I
call
don't
him
care
thing.
who show it. Yeah, just
I asked him flat out.
is.
Are you a bigot? Because you sound like one. That really got his gears.
I'm surprised Shirley Ralph ain't telling that yet. She's talking about everything else.
No, she ain't gonna go that far.
Yeah,
she knows exactly what to say too.
So we still on this Trayvon thing because now somebody has sent me the video of Trayvon's stepmother.
Oh.
Now see, before you go, because you're going to go in on her.
I am.
Now look, now see.
I am.
Now I understand.
I saw
it. No, listen. Now listen.
Go ahead.
Because I know how you feel about it.
Okay, go ahead.
I know this.
Because you saw my tweet.
But see, let me tell you something.
Okay.
I side with the stepmom. I feel bad for her.
Okay.
But the timing is just all wrong.
Okay.
Because you had a year and 3 months to say, bitch, I've been there.
Okay.
I've been there. I'm the one that raised him since he was 2.
Okay.
Now see, she didn't really throw Sabrina Fulton under the
yes,
bus.
she did. Yes,
She tried
Kevin.
her best. No,
Kevin.
Anderson Cooper did. It wasn't her.
Let me tell you
Anderson Cooper.
No, because Anderson Cooper knew where she was going.
Yeah.
So he said, okay, well, you ain't going to say it, so I'm going to say what you're not going to say. Look, you don't have to, you don't have, wait, you don't have to smell, you don't know.
You don't have to smell shit.
You don't have
Smells
to, okay?
like shit.
You don't have to see a cat in the house to know there's a cat in there once you see the kitten in there, if that makes sense, okay? It probably don't make sense.
Why everybody want to pile up in here all of a sudden?
Because I invited him in here. And don't get fancy. Because don't he be the one cleaning up this
No,
thing?
I've been cleaning it up, and I've been doing a good job.
I mean, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, you don't do better than him.
Well, I'm not like that, but don't go there. So anyway,
That's not my friend.
I did, but that's my nephew.
Okay, that's my friend.
Yeah, so
But
so
anyway.
we'll leave off at
No, you ain't know. You ain't leave off nowhere. It's my
So where I
turn.
left off is there.
No.
You know, because Anderson Cooper tried.
Okay, don't worry.
And then-
Listen.
but see,
Listen.
she sounded like one of the moms that be like, I've been with Tracy for 14 years. I was his wife, and he won't tell me nothing. Like, see, I understand where she's coming from, but this interview should have came way before this.
No,
show.
but all right, let me just say this. Okay, so
But I do feel
Trayvon,
bad
now
for
mind
him.
you, I was shocked. Because a while back, I was thinking, because you know, last year we heard that Trayvon Martin was killed on his way to his father's fiance's house. Mind you. So throughout this year, periodically I found myself
like
asking.
This camera is crooked. Go ahead, keep talking.
Periodically I found myself asking myself, I wonder where is Trayvon Martin's dad's fiance? The woman
Yeah, I've
who,
never seen
know,
her.
yeah, because, you know. So then when I saw the video on CNN.com yesterday when I was at work, I said, oh wait, here she is. This is the fiance. But then to my surprise, it wasn't the fiance. It was actually Trayvon Martin's stepmom, which really got me
his
confused.
ex-wife. It was Tracy's ex-wife.
Yeah, Tracy's ex-wife, not Trayvon Martin's mom, but
Yeah.
the woman who he married after he left Trayvon Martin's mom.
Yes.
And then left her to get with his fiance. Y'all
Yes.
keep, are y'all
Yeah,
keeping up?
see, they painting him to be bad. But I'm glad.
No. Ain't nobody painting him to be bad. You know why? Because if anybody's painting him to be bad, it's the stepmom. You know why? Because she came out to tell the story that nobody asked her to tell. But anyway, his stepmom gets on Anderson Cooper, and she, mind you, the only question that Anderson Cooper, that I can recall him asking about this whole George Zimmerman trial, was if she thought that George Zimmerman had racially profiled Trayvon.
No,
and she
I'm
said
mad as
no.
shit.
And when she said no,
Why
I knew
would
it was
she
going to go
say that?
downhill from there.
Why?
Because she feels in her heart
I
that
was-
George Zimmerman didn't
See,
racially profile him. Wait, I'm not. Let me just say what
I'm mad. I'm just mad. Go ahead.
So she says that no, I don't think that George Zimmerman racially profiled Trayvon. She says she does think that he acted wrong in what he did, but she don't think it was a racial thing. So then, mind you, so now we're off of George, and now we're on to how. But let me just tell the story of how I was there for Trayvon. I was the one who raised Trayvon. I was the one who went to all the games. I was the one who did this, and I was the one who did that. Mind you, I'm thinking like, well, wait a minute, why are you saying all this? Like, you sound like a woman scorned. So then she goes on to the funeral, Trayvon Martin's funeral, of how she was the one who raised him, and she was the one who did all this, but yet she wasn't allowed to sit front row at the funeral. But nobody asked you that. Why are you saying this? Basically, she was throwing Trayvon Martin's mom under the bus without saying too much.
Basically, she was
without
saying, I'm
his name.
here.
Basically, she was saying,
I'm here,
I'm
but
here,
I
and
don't
I'm
get
the
no
woman who
praise.
actually raised Trayvon, not the woman who you all see on.
Getting killed.
No, it had nothing to do with him getting killed. I don't even know why Anderson Cooper
Because
invited her on the show.
I think she feels left out because no one is seeing how she feels. No one is concerned on how she feels. That's why I felt sad for her. Because I'm like, oh, like, yeah, we do know, all we do know is Sabrina and Tracy Martin. I never even knew that Tracy Martin had another wife.
But see, this is okay.
So
I
I do feel bad
okay,
for her.
I understand that.
And
I understand that.
nobody is concerned
I
about
understand.
how she feels. None of the media never talked to her. I never see.
Okay, all right, listen, I understand that. But let's just okay. So,
Don't put my remote on the floor. Please pick that up.
oh my God.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody gonna break that, Kevin. No, they're not. There's two grown people sitting there. Ain't no kids in there. So anyway, My thing
see,
is,
they're not even clean. Everybody's in here touching shit.
Don't let me interrupt the video. I'm sitting on it, so I'm moving to the side.
I'm trying.
I just ain't got time for no irritations.
Mom,
Yes. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Don't judge me. I'm just irritated a little bit. Go ahead. Go ahead, cross the leg. Oh, I could do it now. No problem.
So, I understand. Now, don't get me wrong. I am sympathetic at the fact that she raised Trayvon. Okay, fine. She raised Trayvon. I'm not saying that she shouldn't feel some type of way because she raised him. This was her. She loved him as her son. Way to go. But I think that, okay, you raised him. You loved him as your own son. Do you really think it is the right thing, morally, to come out on TV to say all this stuff? I don't care what nobody says. She bashed Trayvon Martin's mom without saying this woman's name. Do you really think that's the right thing to do? Because now I'm looking at you as somebody who's scorned. Like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
If you feel that way, miss, fine. Take that up with your ex-husband, Trayvon's father. Or don't even take that up with his mom, because his mom really has nothing to do with that, because his mom has nothing to do with you and Trayvon's father. Take that up with Trayvon's father. Say, why is it that you are leaving me out when you know that I was there helping you raise this boy when you left Sabrina, whatever the case may be. But I just don't think that morally that is the right thing for her to do now, to come out there and say, oh, well, I helped raise him and they didn't let me sit from the funeral. Because, miss, to be honest with you, none of that matters right now. What matters is trying to see if the jury is going to convict George Zimmerman guilty or not guilty. I don't care that they didn't invite you, they let you sit at the front row at the funeral. You were there, weren't you? So why are you letting something so small like that interfere with such a big case? Like, to me, it was pointless. It was a pointless interview. She could have waited until a later date. She could have waited until a later date.
She should have did it way before the trial.
Yeah, way before the trial. Way before the trial.
Because I would have liked to know who she is and what kind of person Trayvon was too. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
But you know what? She could have handled. But you know what? If she was going to come out
without saying anything bad about
she could have handled that interview so much better. She could have had that interview focused on Trayvon and the person that he was and the person that we don't know since she raised him. That's what she could have made the interview about. She could have told us so much about this young guy that nobody has told us about him. But yet she wanted to tell us how nobody invited her to sit in the front row of the funeral and how she raised him.
You know what it is? I think you know what it is Sometimes when you get so upset, like you hold a lot of stuff in, you hold it in, and she finally found a chance to have an outlet, and it all just came out at one time, but she didn't have the intentions on, hurting anybody, because I think if she did, she just would have full out and said, the mom made do this and the dad made do that. She did make Tracy Martin look bad.
But she did do that. She
I didn't know about
without saying his name. First of all, you can shame somebody without saying their name. Ain't nobody stupid.
Did a good job.
Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody stupid.
But you know what I like most about this interview is that nobody's really talking about it.
Yeah,
it's something that came and went.
And then you know what? For me, I feel as though had she did the interview and had it focused more on Trayvon, then people would have been more intrigued. But people looked at this interview and said, "Miss, you just seem like somebody who's just bitter." Ain't that the word you use? Bitter. She seemed bitter, and it's like, go.
So, last night was the 2013 BET Awards, but
turn up.
Everybody was turned up.
Okay, he was turned up.
He probably was turned up.
He probably got a few movie deals that night.
Yeah.
There's probably a few people who said, "Oh, we're gonna sign him to do a new movie."
And you see Jamie Foxx trying to do a movie with him?
Okay, because Jamie Foxx
let him know.
Because Jamie Foxx knows that Kevin Hart's gonna bring that money.
That's right.
To the movie.
So before the BET Awards started, they always had the BET red carpet, and Angela Simmons and Bow Wow, they hosted one segment, but B.Scott and Adrienne Bailon were supposed to do their red carpet together.
So does B.Scott work for BET?
He doesn't work for BET, but he was hired to do the red carpet with her. And so for the first hour, You know, it was just Adrienne Bellon by herself. And then at 7 o'clock, you know, B.Scott came along, but you know, I was looking, and you know, you could tell when something ain't right. But I was just sitting here, and I got quiet on Ustream because I was on Ustream last night, and I don't think they was wondering why I was quiet, but I was like, like.
Well,
no.
what was it that you noticed that was off?
First of all,
Because I didn't watch the.
see, because no, because I don't want to say it on camera.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, that's for a lot of people. But then some people look that way, and then some people look like me.
Stop it.
It just depends.
So
because
yeah.
then if you really think about it, you know what I mean? I mean, he does have a few, but for the most part, we always see him glammed up. So that's probably the part that really kind of. But then you said you found out something that what? Go ahead and tell us what you found out.
So then we found out later that night because you know I was doing our BET Awards review. And shout out to Charlie Wilson for shouting me out on Twitter, Uncle Charlie.
No, shout out to Charlie Wilson for that fabulous tribute. First of all, the tribute before he got on stage, it was a good tribute.
Yeah.
But the tribute when he stepped on the stage and started performing,
it just turned into something else.
that's how you tribute yourself, okay? That's how you. R. Kelly, you should have took notes for him, because that mini tribute that you gave to yourself,
R. Kelly,
I was just like, what?
R. Kelly didn't need to do that.
Yeah, he did. Yes,
People
he
so
did.
mad. I said,
Kevin,
this is what you do when you win a Lifetime Achievement Award.
You don't
then you
do
get
that.
up there, you came in here and did all your melody hits, and so what?
So what? Mind you, and so the fuck what? First of all, he looked like a golden spike pen.
Yeah.
Okay? I didn't know. He looked like he got shot up before he walked into there. He got bullets sticking on top of his head.
So later I found out that B.Scott, allegedly BET said that B.Scott could not wear heels and he could not wear makeup. Or either too much makeup or makeup. I don't know.
How did you find this out? Did you find it? Did he mention it?
B.Scott tweeted it.
Oh, wow.
He didn't tweet it. He didn't say, like, BET said I can't.
He did what Trayvon Martin's stepmom did about Trayvon Martin's mom.
Yeah, so all the girls.
He said it without saying it.
And he was like, I wasn't late, such.
Oh, he was
but
there
his spirit was there. It really was down. And he asked K. Michelle to sing, and K. Michelle sang for him and everything, and he talked to Boris Kodjoe, and then they was, it was, you could just tell that his spirit was not like how it was. He did his B.Scott, but he didn't do like double kisses, and he was tamed. Let's say that. He was tamed last night. And if you're going to hire somebody, you're going to hire them to be themselves. You can't just say, oh, we want B.Scott, but we only want half of you to show up. Like, no, you can't do no shit like that. And for BET, bitch, y'all just BET. If Bravo can let Miss J wear makeup and all them girls wear makeup and wear high heels, BET, who the fuck do you think you are?
Right.
And you know what? I think that it's sad that during a big week that gays just had, BET want to worry about what the viewers going to think because they see a gay man on television. You know what?
I agree with you. I think it's stupid because if you knew how B.Scott was and his whole persona and appearance was before you asked him to do the red carpet, because that's apparently what you were attracted to, him as a whole, then why would you then turn around and say, we want you, but we don't want all of you. Just give us the part that just give us you when you wake up. Don't give us you when you leave out the door. That's basically what they said. We don't want you when you leave out your front door. We want you when you're still walking around your house with no makeup and stuff on. And to me, I think that's that's ignorant, and it's like a stab in the back because it's then saying like, basically, BET, y'all still haven't reached caught up with the rest of the world. Oh, wait, hold on. BET, y'all still haven't caught up with the rest of the world that gays are in.
Yeah, I haven't really
gays
seen
are
them.
in, and people are embracing gays and homosexuals a lot more. Our very own. First of all, BET, y'all kiss President Obama's ass left and right. You would think that y'all would follow his lead. I mean, he did come out and say that he was in support of gays and gay marriage and all that type of stuff. But yet, y'all hired this openly gay man who does his thing. Y'all hire him, and then y'all tell him, we don't want all of you. We only want half of you. That don't make sense. either you get me or you don't get me. I applaud B.Scott for actually going on with it because, I mean, at the end of the day, business-wise, he did it, you know, to expand his brand and expand himself. It was a very good business move. But I'm sure personally he was hurt. Because I'd have been hurt too. Like, how you gonna say to me, oh, Mikhail, we want you, but we don't want you to wear your hat? Or, right.
Bitch, sometimes I don't wear the hat.
Or, I mean, I don't mind taking that hat off. But, or, Mikhail, we want you, but we don't want you how you are on the Scorpion Show. We want you to just dumb me down. I can't dumb me down. I wasn't, no.
And you know what? You know what the sad thing about it is? B.Scott is like a regular on 106 and Park. And he has them full makeup
on, yeah.
And I don't know if he wears the heels, but B.Scott is B.Scott when I see him like doing the modeling or discussing how he feels about the modeling.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. BT, I don't remember y'all telling Prince not to wear his heels and makeup.
Oh no.
And as long as I've been walking this here earth, Prince is always. Oh, you better give me that fan. Okay. Because I just read them, right?
Yes.
Okay? As long as I've been walking this here earth, Prince has always worn heels, okay? I remember this lady, I was working at my old job, not to go off subject, I was working at my old job, so yeah, me and my coworker was listening to the radio, and this lady had called in and said how she saw Prince at this event, and she was talking to Tom Jordan, and she was like, yeah, and he had on heels, and me and my coworker looked at each other, and we said, but Prince always got on heels. What is so shocking about that? Now, if she said she saw him with sneakers on, then we'd be shocked. But Prince always has on heels, and I'm sure when y'all tributed him back in 2010, he had on heels because his face was beat to the gods. Now, how dare you allow Prince to come with heels and makeup, and don't nobody care, because you know the thugs of the thugs all love them some Prince, okay? But yeah, B.Scott, who you guys asked, you asked him, he didn't ask y'all, you asked him to come and be a part of your red carpet, and you tell him, oh, don't wear the makeup and no heels. That's not right. That's not right. And I'm sure they told him that, because I doubt if B.Scott would have ever got on camera with no makeup.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he had on some makeup, but it wasn't. His face wasn't as beat. Like this bitch made a video.
It wasn't Prince.
This bitch made a video and she did not look like how she looked in that video on Instagram. I gotta find it. Cause she's like, I am beat and I don't give a
So what exactly did he say in his tweets about the whole decision of filming?
You know, he retweeted how people were saying like that's a shame. You know,
so he was retweeting it.
Yeah, I don't know that Instagram. Yeah, you know, he was retweeting a lot of people about, you know, supporting him, and that's a shame that B.Scott got BET gotta do that. Like the backstage politics and shit, that got to go BET.
That got to go definitely. If you want to fly across the arena like you said you did, like Nicki Minaj.
You know how many gays got that show together for BET this weekend? Okay. All them stylists, all them
okay.
All the people that did the art design and set up
together.
Oh yes. Now this she didn't look like that.
What is he talking about now?
I need to say this. I am so fucking beat. And I don't give a fuck who don't like it.
But she didn't look like that on BET last night.
And you don't have a picture like of how it was last night? Who was that? Oh, him and Mariah. Mm-hmm. Was that yesterday?
Yeah, but I don't have the actual footage or picture. I'm pretty sure it's on. You can find it. I know Funky Dineva posted something on his website with the picture. But yeah, I feel bad for B.Scott that he had to do that. You know, hopefully BET apologizes to him or something, you know, or until they apologize.
Did that.
I wouldn't work with BET no more after doing something like that. Like, you're not going to get only half of me, you're going to get all of me or none of me.
Or I will continue to work with them, but then I would really have a nice, strong meeting,
fuck that. I wouldn't work.
No, you can't say you wouldn't work with them because BET
look.
Charles.
Oh, yeah. That's the same night.
Yeah.
They made him wash his face off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, BET, y'all really gonna have to get together to feel all the gays unite, and y'all don't want that. So, so the BET Awards, y'all
you know, let me
go
just
ahead.
say this. I went to the View, hold on. I went to the View this in January, and because you remember when I went to the view, I got the tickets, and we had when we got there, you know, they had all the audience members in line, and then they walked us up into the where they have the show at, and then we sat down and this, that, and the third. But the whole, I would say 45 minutes or whatever, because you know it stretches out to an hour. The whole time we were there, no audience members were allowed to walk around. You're doing a whole lot of walking, sis. Treat this like it's the deal. Then I just get it together.
House I can leave town.
And she set her ass right on down for me to be her. I love it. Now let's go. Because you're doing a whole lot of walking back and forth.
I'm looking for the charger for the landline.
Now go ahead.
Yes. So y'all already seen my review for the BET Awards. I went in last night, okay? When I say I went in and then Black Chair that's falling apart. And, you know, I just went on for 40 minutes. So, you know, they already know how I feel about it. I want to know how you feel about
the BET Awards. I like the BET Awards.
Yeah.
I thought I like the BET Awards, and I don't care what nobody say. I don't care who don't like it. I don't care. But I honestly thought that the BET Awards picked up and started getting its momentum when Robin Thicke stepped on stage.
Yes.
When he stepped on stage with Pharrell and what's that
show.
Child, that was a performance.
Yes.
And then he got in the audience and started crooning those black folks. He said, "Look, I'm coming to y'all." Okay?
Right.
And started singing to them. And I mean, those black people was on their feet. Did you see Loretta Devine? She didn't get up though, but she was sitting there clapping and stuff.
She should have got her ass up.
She should have got her ass up. Ain't like she working with it. I'm just saying she's not. But Robin Thicke killed that. Him and Pharrell killed
And T.I.
that.
too.
And T.I. was killing it. He was doing a little George Jefferson dance. They killed that. And I need that song on my iPod. And then when they were saying that that was like one of the most played songs on radio or whatever, I was like, damn, I don't listen to the radio. So I didn't even know. That was my first time actually hearing the song. Don't kill me. I just don't listen to the radio.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't listen to the radio.
I think it's probably still the number one song in the country.
And I don't listen to the radio at all. So that was my first time hearing it, but I fell in love with it. I said, Robin Thicke, you better get the fuck up on that stage and do that.
Oh, wait till you see the video with the naked girls in the video, and then it said with balloons saying Robin Thicke has a big dick and all of that.
I don't care what nobody said.
yeah,
Paula Patton was turned up.
Oh yeah, she
was turned up.
She's the hard drunk.
I don't care what nobody said. Her and El DeBarge was having a good old time before they got up on that stage. Because you know El DeBarge was a little...
Yeah, you know, he did his little drug thing.
Did a little.
He probably, you know, I don't even want... Come on with this fan. Close that door.
But wait a minute. How about when the camera strategically panned in on him when he was in the audience and was like... I said, was he chanting?
See, I was multitasking last night.
Oh, you gotta see it. I forgot who was performing. Somebody was performing and he was just like... I was like... Whoa!
But you know, I think BET really stepped it up. I don't know if it was that arena.
Let me tell you something. It gave it a whole new feel because you know that's where they have the American Idol finale show. I think they hold the primetime Emmys there. And it's a brand new. I mean, the Nokia Live Theater opened up probably like 3 or 4 years ago, but it's a part of the whole Staples Center complex. But yeah, it was a bigger stage. It was decent.
It was just popping.
It was really good.
The BET Awards popped. I loved Sierra's.
I did too.
performance.
I just wish Sierra didn't look the same as her backup dancers. I wish she would have had like a different to separate her from the dance. You know what I mean? Because most singers, when they have backup dancers, they have the similar outfit, but yet it's like a different color or something. But she blended in so much with them that when the camera panned out, I was like, well, damn, which one is Sierra dancing?
Oh, bitch, I ain't had no problem with that.
Well, I did. Because they all was that good. Like, they all were good. And I mean, Sierra, we all know Sierra can dance her ass off. But this is the only problem I have with Sierra. Just this little tiny problem, and I'm not going to say nothing else. Is it me, or does when Sierra sing, or when she is, or when her pre-recorded track is playing, or whatever, does she sound, when she's singing, does she sound like a 12-year-old chipmunk?
No. See, you're not gonna do that.
No, I am gonna do that because this is my time. This is my time. But you had your time last night.
No, because now I'm going to go back with her. I ain't had nobody go back and forth with me last night.
Because you wasn't going back.
She didn't sound like no that's Sierra. It's Sierra.
That's the way she sings.
I know that's the way she sings, but she always sings like she's nasally. Like she just had some helium. I see you shaking your head in agreement. No, she sounds like she's like... She sounds like...
She just don't have a powerful voice.
No, it's not even about being powerful, because Janet don't have a powerful voice either, but Janet don't never sound nasally. It's just Sierra always sounds like she inhaled something before she started singing. And I don't know if it's I want her to go before she starts singing. You know, some people, they need to clear their throat. And I don't know if that's what I want her to do.
Right.
But I think
I said the same thing.
Sierra,
you can tell, like, see, and then you know what it is too with Sierra. A lot of times, I didn't say she didn't pop. Sierra killed it. She did kill it. That's the only. I said that's the only problem that I have. Other than that, Sierra slayed. She slayed that stage. Her and Chris Brown.
Lies. I mean, see, Chris Brown did a good performance.
Can I say my Why not?
No.
This is my time to say it.
Chris Brown was on.
Let me just say what I have to say, and then you can say if you agree or not.
No, because
I ain't even said myself yet.
Because
you don't even agree with me.
Talk, you know, you be like,
no, but I'm just saying you may agree with me. No, but Kevin, I'm just saying it's only fair. You had a whole video talking about it. I haven't talked.
Listen, I just want to let this be known. People think that I didn't like Chris Brown.
But listen, hello, listen. I will let you say everything you need to say. Just let me say what I need to say, because you may agree with what I'm going to say. So let me say it first.
I don't know.
You don't know because I ain't said it yet. Shut up and let me say it. What I was going to say is Chris Brown's performance was on point, but I don't know how I feel about him singing live. I know I used to bash singers for not singing live, but now I think I want Chris Brown to pre-record something, because Chris Brown is such a strong dancer that he just always sounds a hot ass mess when he's singing live and dancing. Did you not hear those notes that he was trying to hit?
It wasn't just Chris Brown singing. He had somebody else on vocals with him. I don't think nobody noticed that. It was somebody because Chris Brown was on the top part, and there was somebody down below with a microphone trying to sing, and it sounded like Chris was fucking up, but it wasn't Chris singing. That wasn't Chris. But Chris Brown, I can't get nobody no more passes for lip syncing. I can't, not unless you are from the old school, like Miss Janet and Madonna. You know, otherwise, you can't. Chris Brown, if you start riding around in these Ferraris, doing shopping sprees with Carucci, and start running on the treadmill and singing at the same time, you'd be a bad motherfucker.
He would.
You'd be a bad motherfucker.
Now that's where he needs Matthew's
school hard knocks.
Yeah.
Matthew knows.
Because Matthew used to have them running insane.
Because it's not cute when you dancing and I know.
See, I told you that you was going to agree. If you let me finish.
But see,
I told him. Didn't I tell him that? But he was so quick to get.
But I didn't think his performance was all that.
No, but he had. But let me tell you something. Chris Brown knows how to dance, and when Chris Brown starts dancing, you know you gonna get a shout. And I think that Chris Brown did a good job dancing wise. I do, even though to me he don't disappoint when it comes to dancing, because he knows what he's doing on that stage. That I give him. I don't have no gripes about his dancing. I agree with you. His vocals, he needs to start doing something and leave those Newport or Salem Lights or whatever the fuck it is he's smoking. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, because it ain't. It's not. And you too young to be sounding like that. Yeah,
because Usher ain't starting doing
sound
that
the way Chris Brown's starting to sound the way Whitney Houston did. But he's starting to sound the way Whitney Houston did when she got up on that stage and saying "Yes, Jesus loves me" with Kelly Price.
Oh no. I ain't here for it. I didn't say it, but Kel said y'all.
I'm just saying he is, because you know Whitney Houston. You would have 20 years ago. You would have never thought Whitney Houston would sound like that. And then when you heard her sound like that, remember a long time ago when Whitney Houston came back out with her last album, and me and you was doing videos downstairs about her performance and stuff, and I will never forget it. You said this, and I felt out when you said you was sick and tired of Whitney Houston talk singing.
Yes.
That's what she remember, that's what she started to do, because she had lost her voice. So she would start singing, I was lost in her, and every last word was, I was lost in her. Whitney.
Fucked up.
And that's what Chris Brown is doing, or he's on his way to do.
So Chris, get it together. Get them vocals together. You got a new album to sell.
Okay. Okay. Now who else would dig up? J. Cole. Now I didn't necessarily care too much for his performance with him and Miguel, but his performance where he was doing that heart to heart sitting on that stool, I loved it. I got my life. I felt it. I felt every word. I felt like I was that black girl he was talking to. I did. And he drew me in. Erykah Badu and Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, let me just say this to you. I freaking loved your entrance when you came out. He came out to me, he came out with so much confidence. He came out like he had been in the game for so long, and he just killed it. Erykah Badu, when somebody invites you to sing a song with them, learn the words. Those freckles, leave them at home. Okay, because I was like, wait, no, I didn't. Amber, it looked like somebody took a brown marker and went, connect the fucking dots on my face. That's what it looked like, okay? She had too much. Now, had she had like a little cute, you know how girls be painting on those little moles? She's a little cute mole right there. One mole, okay? She looked like a spotted Dalmatian, okay? Have you seen the brown Dalmatian before?
It was only
I have. It was not, well, there was 3 big freckles.
3 on each cheek.
That's 6. 3 and 3 equals 6. I don't know nobody with 6 freckles. Especially not no black girl.
Shut up.
You trying it.
I'm just saying, Erykah.
But Erykah fucking sang that.
She was singing, but she was singing her own words. She was. Because I guess he must have said, Erykah, come on here and sing with me real quick.
I would have been done if Jana would have came out for Poetic Justice. I would have loved, because I would have loved to see Jana come out and sing.
Oh wait, I loved the reggaeton thing at the end.
Oh,
First of all, Nicki Minaj
I don't like reggae.
and Safari, both of them did.
Oh, that was going on.
Oh, I said, okay, now you know this is the real Nicki. She said, what? For me? Her and what's his name? Swiss Beats or whatever the fuck his name is. Her boyfriend is sitting there and he was going off
Safari.
Jingle Bell, whatever his name is. They was going off. Succotash. Tasmanian Devil. Whatever his name is.
Scaff Beezy.
Yeah.
Scaff Beezy.
Scat my ass. They was going the fuck off.
Yes.
They really were.
I really never liked reggae music like that. And I'm not.
I thought that was cute though that they allowed. No, that was
all
nice.
the reggae music I know. And
they did.
Then they had all the girls.
Then they had Wanda Sykes up there starting it off.
Are you serious?
What?
Or something you true? I'm like, I see that bitch. You trying it?
Wasn't it Wanda Sykes with that blue band thing? Standing. Oh.
I don't remember who I seen.
Wasn't that Wanda Sykes?
Leave Wanda alone.
That wasn't Wanda Sykes. She looked just like her. If you squint your eye and close it like this, and then when it closed like that, it looked just like Wanda Sykes.
I gotta watch it back because I think I probably seen her trumping last night. I gotta rewind that.
She did look like Wanda Sykes, or Mom's Maybelline.
Who was your favorite performance?
Oh wow, I really had a lot of favorite performances. Okay, I don't know just what. Oh God, oh my God, how did we forget Mariah? Okay, how did we forget her? Because I mean, let me tell you one thing about Miss Mariah. I don't need to fucking move from this mic stand fucking carries, okay? That bitch came out with that pose like this. Okay? And mind you, she stayed in this pose the whole time. That little thing spun her ass around. She... And then it closed and took her ass right in the back. Let me tell you something. Mariah Carey said, bitch, walk. Sing. You want me to walk? You want me to sing and walk in this hair dress? Okay? That I got somebody to make this for me, especially for me. I'm going to stand here. I'm going to look like the Oscar statuette.
She
I'm
looked fab.
Let me tell you
She
something.
looked fab.
She looked all that. And didn't, let me tell you something, Mariah Carey said, bitch, I ain't sing live. Singing live. I ain't sing live since 2000's VH1 Diva. When it was me, Aretha, Celine, Gloria Estefan, all of us on stage singing Natural Woman. Okay? That's when Mariah still had it. Remember that performance?
Mariah, when she did We Belong Together at the BET Awards.
No, I was being funny when I said that. But
you tried it. See, don't get the lambs coming at the mix.
Because you messed up the whole
I don't need Trent and the lambs coming at the...
Oh God, I don't know how Trent's going to explain that one.
Oh, no, Trent put on his website, Mariah Carey Minds.
Oh,
and I said,
finally he admits it, okay? Okay, now that's a cool. Now he gets a cool point from me because he finally admitted
Yes.
it. Okay, because she's been miming all year. I don't care what nobody says. She minded that
But see,
American Idol thing.
the thing is this, Mariah, you are just so off with the mind. Remember how Britney Spears didn't even care, bitch? She was just walking out with Rihanna. She ain't even lip syncing to the motherfucking music, bitch. She just didn't even care.
Mariah Carey don't care either. Mind you, Mariah, the track has stopped singing, and Mariah's. You know she gotta get that one hand out.
And then she acting like she was really feeling it, and she wasn't belting out a damn tune.
And then what made it worse is when her husband came out and said what he said. Did you hear my wife belt out those 5 octaves?
He said that? Nicholas!
You don't think he did?
Nicholas!
You don't think he did? And then guess what he had the nerve else to say? Oh yeah, I'm gonna tear that up tonight. And then it really made my stomach hurt because I started thinking like, ew. You know Mariah Carey, don't get me wrong, she's not a bad looking woman, but I love her and Nick Cannon together, but I still look at them as mother and son because she just seems so much older and mature than him that when I look at them together, it just seems like, here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
I can't lie. I'm really surprised that they are still together. Because I did a video like 5 years ago. Like, I don't know how long that's going to last.
She told Oprah that's what she needed. But you know what? I believed her when she said it. Because when she said that he was just like her, I believed it. Because when she was married to Tommy Mottola, she was married to her dad. And I don't mean her dad per se, but I mean she was married to an older father figure, and that's not what she needed or wanted at the time. She didn't need somebody like that. She needed somebody who was on the same level as her, and she found somebody who was on the same level as her. He may be somewhat younger than her, but they're on the same level. Because she gives me goofy teas too. Because I love her Instagram pics. Because Mariah Carey on Instagram or on Twitter when she's posting her pictures, I love it. She gives you realness. She gives you no makeup.
Mikhail,
he sounds like a hungry pig.
He hates when
He sounds like
a pig.
He sounds like a pig.
A pig don't sound like that.
Well, how you wouldn't know?
No, oh, of course, bitch, you would know too. Don't do it.
I don't. First of all,
I know because I've been getting snatched lately.
What you doing to rap?
No, I'm not doing no damn rap.
Oh, well, excuse me. Well.
You want to know what I've been doing? I drink a gallon of water every day. Every day I go spend $1.50 next door.
Are you walking?
Walking? No.
That's a foreign language.
I don't walk with. And mind you, I might start walking because something went up by 25 cents. And I don't have time for that.
He said walk where? Walk out of this fucking hot ass room. That's where. Walk down the fucking steps. He gonna say walk where?
I do get my little.
I know where he walks.
I get my little
He walks when he walks out this room. He's walking to the kitchen and back up.
And I sure do. I'm chilling this summer. I can't wait to go to London. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to go. And
what's the other topics?
Child, just the BET Awards.
That was it. We're done. No, we can't be. I thought you wrote more stuff down.
I didn't write myself. I mean, we can talk about R&B Divas.
No, we can't. I'm done.
No. Miguel's like, I can go. For me. I'm free. I'm like, that needs to be a shirt. I'm for real.
Oh my God! It's not even 7 o'clock. Wait, mind you, when I pulled up, me and Jeremy was in the car talking for about 10 minutes. And here I go, oh God, let me go in here, because your uncle, he likes to speak forever. Here go Jeremy, yeah, I know, because he just likes to talk and talk.
But now, wasn't I ready when we got here, though? Now, you can't lie.
You was semi-ready, but I'm going to give it to you, because I mean, you was on point today.
Yes.
But no. The reason why I said I didn't want to talk about R&B Divas is because I didn't know that the reunion came on.
Yeah, it came on.
And my cousin told me, and I said, wait a minute, what? I missed it?
Bitch, let me tell you something.
But did
for the first 45 minutes, you ain't missed a motherfucking thing. Lil Mo kept tweeting that we need to be the host. So Lil Mo, we gonna host your season.
She was tweeting. I saw the tweets, but I didn't know why she was saying it.
Yeah, because she was on.
Mind you, I didn't even see anybody in my timeline talking about it.
She was reading, okay? It was pointless. Like, if you're going to host, you have to create the drama. The first thing I would have talked about. I don't know. But you need a queen that know how to start shit and that can get everything going on. Calling Andy Stone Mama Angie with the with the
I
oils.
instigated in a minute.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to agree with that.
Oh, no, it's true. You named it.
I've instigated. Let me say, in the 5 years I've been coming to this house,
Yeah.
I've instigated quite a few arguments, and after them I walked right on out and went right on.
Because they said, "Oh, you gonna let him say that?" She gonna do that.
When the argument is over and done with, I sit there and I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, you let him talk to you like that? Yeah, I know, right? Because he always got something to fuck to say. And then that's when it starts back up again. Oh yeah, I know how to take it real good.
Professional shit starter. That's her new name.
And that does it well.
Oh God. So yeah, let me just say one thing. Shirley Ralph is coming.
She was the host?
She's coming on Wednesday to host.
What?
And she's gonna fix.
Oh my goodness.
She's gonna fix Selena and Nikki. But Nikki has a nasty ass attitude,
yeah.
and she keep calling these people on her show workers. Let me tell you something, bitch. Because this is what you're acting like. So you gotta act like what you're doing. If your husband got something to say, you know how to find me. Now see, Nikki, you cannot be that type of person and then expect people to work with you. Nobody likes you because you have a nasty attitude, because you're a jealous person. You steal from people. I heard this guy, Diva Maker, he's going around saying that you stole R&B Divas from him. You're not hearing everybody out. You try to loud talk people. If it ain't your way, it ain't nobody's way.
Who sells a lot?
You just got some motherfucking loud.
I mean,
You have a nasty disposition on a lot of things, and you need to work on that. And it goes beyond a motherfucking DVD. It goes way beyond a DVD. I think you're jealous of Selena Johnson, and you don't really have to be jealous of Selena Johnson. Selena Johnson can fucking blow. She got a nice family. I guess you don't have that, so I don't know. But Nikki Gilbert, I need you to get it together, because you come up. I don't know what else to say. I just want her to get it together, because she's just so nasty and mean for no reason. And when people do that, they're hurting. So whatever it is that's hurting you, maybe you need to talk to a counselor about it, because it's not good to take out your actions on other people and call people workers. Like, that's not right. No. Just because you created the show. Like, bitch, don't fucking feel it.
I thought that was Faith's show. I thought Faith created that.
Child. Faith is on her way out the damn door, too.
I thought she left.
I mean, Faith did leave, but I mean, her name is on it probably because, to sell the show, but Faith ain't create no drama. Faith ain't bring...
It looked like Faith, to me, was the Shawnee O'Neal of the show, and then she was the one who created the show. That's what I thought. I didn't know Nikki created it. How did Nikki create the show, but then yelling, I'm leaving?
Executive producer. Because they got that EP credit. But... Faith fucked the family. That's what she did.
Faith fucked the family.
Faith fucked the family.
The family? Fuck the family. You know what the family fucked my husband. What? That's right. Faith fucked my husband. Terry, yeah, that's right. And what you got to say about that, huh? Terry, what? Terry, my ass. Yes! Vanessa Williams went off in that kitchen, okay? She went off. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you wasn't around.
Then if you ain't never seen Soul Food,
okay, not the TV show, but the movie. Okay?
Yes.
She said, Terry, such the family. She thought the family, fuck the family. The family fucked my husband. She said, wait a minute, what? She said, that's right. They fucked my husband. She said, no, I ain't do that. That's right. Then Mike was sitting there looking all stupid. What his name was. Terry, wait. She said, Terry, what? Terry, what you got to say? I said, ooh. I will never forget when that movie came out. Okay, so it came out 1997, and I was too, like, we were too young to go see the movie. So I remember when the movie came out on VHS, mind you, and my mom came home with the movie, and she watched the movie in my room because the VHS, the VC fucking R. The VC. Oh Lord! Remember those
Who
days?
still owns that?
I just got rid of my VCR.
Oh wow!
It was sitting in my fucking room collecting dust. No, actually, I didn't get rid of it. I think I have it somewhere because I said I'm going to have it. So then 20, 30 years from now, I can look at my sister's kids and say, you know what this is? And they say, well, no, what is it? And I explain to them what it is.
Okay.
But anyway, my mom watched it in my room, and me and my sister was in there, and she allowed me and my sister to watch it with her. But the parts where the sex and stuff happened, we had to, mind you, my mom literally made us turn our face. Turn away. And I'll never get the part when Big Mama died. My mom was sitting in the chair crying.
Oh.
You know why? Because that family, those sisters kind of reminded my mom a lot like her 5 sisters. Lord have mercy, y'all. Mess. But we're not going to go there.
They have Sunday dinners every Sunday?
No, we don't have Sunday dinners, but my big family. Mind you, I have a huge family, but you know what it is? My mom is the 10th child of 10 kids. 6 girls and 4 boys, okay? My mom's oldest sister, my Aunt Jackie, is 71. She's going to be 72. And my mom, there's a 20-year difference between them. And so a lot of the people that my mom grew up with was like her nieces and nephews, because most of her brothers and sisters are way older than her. She has like probably 2 brothers and sisters that are actually around her age or whatever the case may be. But it's like a big age difference. And then it seems like as they got older, it really, after my grandmother passed away, that's when shit started going downhill. Because you knew you had that one person in the family that you knew you wasn't going to do what you're doing now if they were still alive. Because if my grandmother was still alive, all this bickering and now I'm not speaking to this person, I'm not speaking to that person, that would have never happened if my grandmother was still alive. But then when my grandmother died, everybody just went buck wild and then just went crazy. But it happens in families. It happens in families, and it's sad, but it happens in huge families. And to me, I feel as though my mom and them, even though everybody is speaking now, but I feel as though my mom and them, they are so blessed because it's 10 of them and all 10 of them are still here.
Amen.
Like all 10 of them are still here. And all 10 of them have the same mother and father, which was very common in those days because, you know, in those days people had 10, 13, 14, 17, 18 kids. Nowadays, everybody got kids by 10 different
Because they start out young.
They start out young. Well, my grandmother started out young. My grandmother got...
But see, back in those times,
Yeah,
you had this... First of all, you had to drop out of school in like, what, 5th grade to help the family?
Well, depending. Because I learned a lot of history from my grandmother's younger sister before she passed. My great-grandparents actually did very well for themselves. Particularly my great-grandfather. He owned his own car shop. He did very well for himself. So his daughters didn't have to drop out of anything. They all graduated from high school. My grandmother, it was just that back then, in those days, people were more family-oriented. And they were set on building a family. Whereas though nowadays, a lot of people are just set on, you can't even speak marriage to a 17 and 18-year-old today. Because they're like, huh? What? Marriage? But back then, they were getting married at 17 and 18.
Because it's different times.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it was just family-oriented. My grandmother married my grandfather when she was 17 years old. And they stayed married for 40 years until my grandfather died. That's a long-ass time.
But you know what?
Old to be married to somebody?
And I wonder what happened where you had this generation where, you know, you had mothers and fathers stay home and then it just stopped.
I know, right? You wonder where did it go
I don't know
wrong?
if it was drugs. I don't know. It just stopped. Somewhere it just stopped. And you know what? I was watching. Did you watch this biography? One of the girls, the gangster girls from
Thelma,
Philly.
right?
Yes.
Well, oh, how about this? So you know I had to watch it
Why?
because my mom's older sister, my Aunt Jackie, is friends with Thelma Wright. Not only is she friends with her, but Thelma Wright was actually at my Aunt Jackie's 70th birthday party a few years ago. Back then, it was a whole huge story. But you remember the scene where the guy they were talking about? Yep, that they use different names. Oh yeah. Majority of my family watched it because majority of my family knew that my aunt. Well, actually, her and my aunt are actually still very good friends. And you know what's so funny? My aunt was in a car accident recently, and so me and her have been talking on the phone for the past few days. I called her the next day to tell her that I watched it, and she had just got off the phone with her. Yeah, but it's a whole big story to that. Yep. Isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
It's
All
a
I
small
know-
world. It's a very small world.
I don't know. I don't know how some people just can. I know it's a lot of money, but how do you feel good making money off of, diminishing someone's life? I don't know.
But if you paid attention to what she was saying in the thing, remember if you go back to the biography, what she was saying was what her husband was telling her. You don't look at it as people are dying and stuff like that, because he was trying to block that from her head. They were trying to look at it as a good thing and a positive thing. And I remember her even saying that her husband kept telling her, don't look at it as, oh, people are getting killed or this is hurtful, because at the end of the day they're making all this money. And she never really touched the stuff. Like, she never touched it. She had those people who out there who touched it for her. This is my aunt who she's friends with.
I know your Aunt Jay. She only looks 70.
Yeah, she's about to be 72 now. Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, it's like it's a whole. I don't know. I would love to know where that generation thing, where it
had to start in the 70s.
or probably
Because I was talking to my aunt and she was like, her father didn't raise none of her brothers to be like how they are. So that's just the
generation.
it's something went wrong somewhere. I don't know, but I just know that this curse, it has the the cycle has to stop.
Yeah.
Someone has to break it. And if you could just put yourself, I'm talking to a father out there, or it could be any fathers that watch the show, or anybody that's young.
Or if you have a
If you just put yourself in those shoes, and if you ever have children, don't ever make your children feel that way. Cause I know what it's like to be like, oh, my dad is coming in, and he don't come. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to want to talk to somebody, and I can't. Or I can't spend as much time with him as my other siblings can. Like, I know that feeling. And if I ever had children, or if I ever adopt, or if I ever have to step in, I would never abandon a child. I would never do nothing like that. So, for those that's out there, just put yourself in those shoes. If you never had a father and if you had children, just step up and just be there. Because that's not cool to have a child grow up without a father or without a mother. That's no way to grow up at all. It ain't no way to grow up. And I think all the time how my life would be if my mom and my father were still together, or if I knew my father as much as I should have. Of course I knew who he was, and I got a chance to talk to him, and he's taught me some things. One of the main things is like, if someone is tough with you, you get tough back with them. And I still be that way, Sometimes I really am, but I can be a bitch. That's one thing people don't know. But I can be a real bitch. But anyway, fuck you. Anyway, y'all, we're going to go. As y'all already know, it's a holiday this Thursday. It's the 4th of July. We normally record on Thursdays. It's a holiday.
We won't be back until next week. That's
off.
what he's saying.
Yes, I'm taking off. Now I might slide up a review in there somewhere, or throw an old video somewhere, but
because he slides into things a lot, or gets slid.
Oh no, don't do it, Queen. You know how you do. But we're gonna go. Y'all enjoy your 4th of July. Please be safe. If you're gonna drink, get a designated driver, and stay away from fireworks. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.